Good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Tashana. Let's get into this. So, hi. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. Well, I know what's going on a little bit. I know that there is a crazy spiritual war going on right now, and if you are aware, then you already know what's up. Alright, you're either on the good side or the evil side. It's that simple. Okay, you're for good or you're not. I don't know what the purpose of this is. We've gone over this. I actually got this message over a month ago, going into 2 months. I spoke on it. I addressed it a few segments back. I don't know the exact segment, but I did address it. And the creator wants me to address it again because I got another download yesterday. Then it was confirmed by a tarot reading that I watched online. Stop throwing magic at this platform. Okay, this podcast is the creator saying things to my audience, okay? People that are just waking up, people that are looking for confirmation, people that are investigating to see if my gifts are real, people that don't believe in God, and then they come here and they find out that everything that I'm saying has a lot of validity to it, and it too confirms a lot of the things that they've been wondering. They have questions, and then just so happen that they could come here and get small answers in like a human form, you know. Supernatural conversations happen here, and that can only happen when the presence of God is looming. Nobody's gonna shut me up. Okay? The Creator has given me a voice. He has given me a gift, and I have agreed to the calling. Throw magic at me, fine. You know, throw the curses, the curses, the hexes, the spells, shit. Yeah, they threw death spells also. Alright? But when it comes to this platform and you attempting to stop the messages, stop me from giving the messages, intercede on my devices, it's not about me, okay? And you have to realize that anyone that is doing the will of God, when you attack them, you're coming for the Creator, not them. So you might want to tread lightly. You know, it's not my place to tell you, you know, what your repercussions are and the consequences are for spiritually attacking people at all, right? But when you come for people who are actually doing what the Creator told them to do, you find yourself in a really, really crazy situation, okay? I'm not trying to speak anything ill into anyone's existence. However, the Creator told me to say this yesterday. He told me to say this for today's segment, okay? I'm pretty sure that people who know me personally, that know what's been going on in my personal life, and we're going to get into that because once I set my camera up, we're going to be going live, doing more, you know, intimate conversations, and we're going to start doing readings of birth charts and just having some real deep conversations, all right? But this podcast is not even for me to like try to make money. It's for me to be a bridge, if you will, for people who are still in doubt about the Creator, okay? I have my days where I have to fight a little harder than others, but I still have faith in God. I know that God exists, right? So one thing that I would like to share is that my spiritual journey was reawakened because of the interactions with a man, okay, that I was intimately, physically involved with, and we'll get into that because the creator wanted me to touch on it. I believe 2 years ago, at the precipice, right, of this podcast, we did speak about the twin flame journey and the importance of it. I didn't necessarily go into my personal situation. We just spoke on the topic. This was really, really, really early on, and I know there were listeners, but I know that I have more people listening now, and I'm going to go into my personal experience and what my spiritual journey started as and how it's gotten me here. I also spoke about how, I spoke tongues in church when I was younger. I went into all of that, right? But I know that the spiritual stuff is real because it's something that I've been experiencing since a kid, okay? Like I said, and like I've been saying, this is nothing new. Everything that is going on is like building blocks, okay? And this is going to be for anyone who's walking the spiritual path. If you've decided to go with God, everything is a building block. And you're going to see that each spiritual piece is important, and you have to just be patient. I'm not going to keep telling y'all to stop throwing magic at this channel. My throat chakra has been under attack for a while. My crown, as well as my sacral and my root, severely within these past few weeks, especially since just before the new year. Just like around Halloween, coming into the Thanksgiving holiday around my birthday, the magic really got jacked up a little bit. And when I say jacked up, I mean increased. The amount of attempts, the amount of people, the manpower being pulled in to get people on board with attacking my spirit in many different ways, trying to trap me into cycles, trying to get me sick in many different ways. Just a lot of different situations where the creator has told me these things are going to happen and what I am to focus on. I will say this: the relationship that led me to this spiritual journey is actually the bridge, because my last serious relationship was also spiritual, and I didn't realize how spiritual it was until now and how everything had connected. And what I will say is that I was sent in to destroy a principality, break off a spirit off of my person, and in turn he was to break spirits off of me. And we both are breaking generational curses by getting rid of these spirits. Traditionally, the woman, and if you notice, I didn't say the feminine or the masculine, because when we first encountered, I was the masculine energy and he was the feminine. Once we had our exchange spiritually, and then physically, we started to transmute each other's energy and started to balance that energy out. And now we both can effectively function within our masculine and feminine energies, okay? This doesn't mean that he's gay. It doesn't mean that I'm gay. It means that we carried energies over from our past lives. And I am going to say that he, as well as I, was aware of who we were spiritually, but we still had to spiritually go through these things, right? In hindsight, everything makes sense. Moving forward, I'm going to have a more detailed conversation, but the whole purpose of this was to not only tell people to stop attacking, but to pay attention to the effects when you attack anyone. I'm not the first one who's been attacked by certain groups. And I would like to say that I'm not the first one who was attacked by their own family members, their own communities. And this probably is going to go on for quite a few more centuries before we can completely get rid of certain energies. They'll always be around. But right now, they're really, really high because there's about to be a great shift. So this is just them trying to hang on and do these last little bits of whatever they can do to cause however much damage they can to, stick around and do whatever before they have to get out of here. And getting out of here could mean multiple things. It could mean the person physically dying. It could mean the spirit itself being casted out and dying. It could mean the people that have these common goals being separated, and each of one of them being forced to go in their own directions because their own personal lives is no longer allowing them to engage in certain activities. It could mean jail. It could mean losing their spiritual gifts. And it could also mean karma for several generations, like more than 7, depending on the severity. And I'm not saying just attacking me. I'm saying attacking people, period, who have certain assignments over their lives, and people call themselves attacking them, trying to steal their gifts, trying to manifest them, to exploit them. All of these different rituals that people do. And it's so crazy because it's more often than not. Like, a lot of people don't even know that there are so many witches just walking around, and people who practice dark arts, and they know how to really get crafty in the spiritual realms. We don't even know how much of this goes on just right up under our noses. So that is another warning, to really just be spiritually aware and conscious of yourself. Pay attention to the decisions that you're making, because this cannot even be you or your energy. It could just be you're being manipulated because you have exposed yourself to people that engage in these type of activities. It could be your own family. It doesn't even have to be that you've been hanging out with the wrong crowd. It could simply be people that you're close to, your closest friends, your closest family members, people that, watch you grow up, your teachers, the people in the local, bodegas and stores, your neighbor, the bus driver, the babysitter. It can be anybody, the home health care aide. I don't care. The person that goes to the church, it doesn't matter. The person that goes to the mosque, the nun, right? There's a lot of people that fit into these different roles in society that have garnished themselves with other people's energy. So just be on the lookout for that as well, okay? But before we go, I just wanted to make sure we had this understanding enough with the conjuring, with the attempts to stop what the Creator spoke. That energy can be used for something greater, like whatever it is the Creator called you to do. If this is what the Creator called you to do, then God bless you. I hope all is well with you. But if you have been possessed by a spirit, I call that demon off of you to stop attacking me and anyone else who has accepted what it is that the Creator has called them to do. And I speak it into your life that you shall find what it is that the Creator wants you to find. And that you will not be manipulated by any dark energies. Yes, I'm speaking life, okay? Because this has to stop. We have places that we have to go, okay? But I'm going to end it here. I do love y'all. I hope all is well. I hope y'all have been drinking your water. I hope y'all enjoyed the snow. I hope y'all are eating your fruit and vegetables and sipping on your own tea because it is free. And I hope y'all are drinking some hot tea with some honey and some lemon. But I'm out of here. All right, love y'all. Peace.